saurait.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Evenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from us.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
They're not doing this to Treviso. Not to my city.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Evenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Evenchi's Kamek and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
Has the death of the butcher helped Jacobus at all?
I suspect you know the answer to that. Evenchi's exposure just moves his hate to another target. It could very easily be a path without end, but there's not much more I can do if that is the path it chooses.
How old are fledglings when they start training these days?
Not young enough, if you ask Neri, but his memory is selective. Someone like Jacobus has been training himself for years in the shadow of others. I wish I had caught him sooner. I'll share in the blame if he ends in shadow.
So, Evenchi betrayed us. How are you doing with that?
I am not from here, but I'll be proud if the skills I help impart play a role in the contract. Betrayal is a shameful thing that first harms oneself. Evenchi will learn that, but not soon enough to help them.
I heard the butcher was wearing a crow dagger and said he loved Treviso.
That's crazy. They're all crazy.
And Rook was there. And even she's a traitor too.
Everyone not a crow, they're all just crazy.
There's the garrison.
First Talon, as if you weren't fancy already.
I try.
And Ilario.
He made his own decisions. And he'll pay for them.
All things considered, he got off easy.
Onto the garrison and the governor. We clear the garrison this time. Eventually's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow a governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
Anton, get ready. The Anton aren't going to make this easy.
Brooke gets that one.
Jacobus.
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Anton.
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
More Anton. Eventually's throwing everything at us.
Not a chance!
Okay. Now for Evenchi.
I know you're there, Rook! I'm ready for you! Come face the ruler Treviso deserves!
Bold of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working!
To fight me!
You're the fool to go up against a crow, Evenchi.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
Under fire!
Well done, Nev. I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you crows, you ruined everything.
Ruined? Rook took your measure.
Antea, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Anton. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenchi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
By House Doriva's rules, Jacobus can claim the contract.
That's ridiculous.
It's justice.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, you two okay now? Since you didn't kill Ilario, I mean.
We still hurt him. That humiliation in front of everyone, he'll never forgive that. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not, but they prefer me to Ilaria or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
How is your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of dragon bone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Is it strange that I'm enjoying being out with you and your imaginary friend?
It isn't exactly normal.
You try it.
I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
I know that look, and I approve.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No, his audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
I'm just another crow. Perhaps we're all equally exceptional.
On that, I believe we can agree.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Ivenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan crow.
Wow. I remember when I became a full crow.
Do you?
Fine. I remember the evening to a certain point, and then the morning.
Is it alright if I follow your other example? I only got this because you went out to face Ivenchi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Mary suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
I'm honored, Jacobus Igrativi. You and your new house will do great things as crows.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you're a damn fine crow. Remember that.
He's courageous, and I do enjoy his stories. I didn't expect it, but Strife and I are getting along quite well. But where to go with him?
Does he like coffee or knives? Sorry, Emmerich. Rook might be better at this.
Rook, quickly, Strife will be here soon. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves, filled with lightning insects, seem more romantic?
How long have you and Strife been seeing each other?
Not for long. He inquired about my corpse whispering, then presented me with the most exquisite jeweled skull. One thing led to another.
That's some present.
Wasn't it?
If you and Strife are just out for fun, I'm sure any place is good.
Strife's is a life of danger, constantly exploring, sometimes hunted, often alone. Whether or not he knows it, a man like that needs romance.
And you're going to give it to him?
Oh, eventually.
If you want romantic, you can't beat a beautiful forest.
Very true. Perhaps serenity would be just the thing.
All set. Where are we heading, Emmerich?
After some consideration, let's jaunt over to the groves.
A jaunt in Arlathan. Not exactly what veil jumpers would call it. Though there are some flowers you might like.
Ah, I'll find some sample vials. Until later.
That's what I like about your friend, Rook. For a city mage, he's not afraid to play in the mud.
Should I wait up?
Don't bother. It's not a real outing if we don't come back till sunrise.
I got word from a Qunari linguist. Not Antam, real Qunari. She can translate the tablet for me. Wants to meet on my beach in Ravane.
You need company?
Maybe. Yeah. Just let me know when you're free.
Go! Attack! Keep up the
More of that! We're losing them! In the back!
Everybody good?
I see them! Go!
A sight you never see hunting in the deep roads. I'm in the wrong business.
Hey, about Elgernon's dragon.
Yeah?
You have to do the final strike.
I know. Same deal as Weishaupt.
Dragon that size means a lot of climbing. You gonna be okay?
You think I can't climb?
I don't know. Grey Wardens wear a lot of armor. The Lords of Fortune climb through old ruins all the time. I can show you some exercises.
I'll think about it.
Time to get to business. Go!
Covenant range! Take them down! Ready!
One for us.
Here comes trouble. Watch for incoming! Are the Wardens angry that you sent the Griffins to the Dalish?
They're not happy, but given why the Griffins almost went extinct, the Wardens didn't have a leg to stand on.
And the Dalish are happy?
So far, Griffins are natural protectors. They fit with the Dalish like they always belong there.
Huh.
What?
The Dalish clans lost you? They got the Griffins.
I suppose they did.
Get yourselves together! There they are! Attack!
There we go, Tosh. Nice hit.
That's the last of them.
Better be ready.
Gold and glory. I'll finish him. They're down. Feeding the griffins all right?
Last time we visited, the kids had invented a new game where they throw apples for the griffins to catch in midair.
Good. Whatever helps him get enough fiber. And I'm glad you take us on to visit.
He deserves some time with his brothers and sisters.
And a chance to compete with the other boys to impress one of the girls.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure I'm ready to think about Hassan having a lady friend.
Or a guy friend. You never know. They've got us at range.
That's one big race, Stephen.
was for Gray. The Canary in those old letters. He was a good warden.
And that's why I joined the Wardens. It's more than just Darkspawn.
Greetings and welcome. You stand in Ravane, home of magic, danger, and adventure. Tell me, if you will, do you hunger for excitement?
I'm not against adventure. What have you got?
A Ravani Lord of Fortune was following a map leading to buried treasure. Sadly, Ritzinger attempted to loot a treasure chest mid-battle. Understandable enthusiasm, and I remember them fondly. But you can carry out their final wishes to find this treasure no matter the danger, and earn gold and glory.
If you give me the map, I'll see what I can do.
A lot of little islands and old buildings out here. Pirates, wardens, people trying to have a quiet vacation.
Hey, spirits! Get out of those pirate bodies! Those pirates didn't do anything to you!
Guess we're not the only ones after the treasure.
Watch your back! Someone follow up! Scouted the
One for us. Hey, Harding.
Whoa, legs. Tosh.
Legs?
A slip of the tongue.
You're acting weird.
What? No. No. Really?
Yeah, like that. Weird.
I had a dream last night, and you... More dead pirates! Watch Crane coming. Nice, Rook.
Hey, Harding.
Whoa, legs. Tosh.
Legs?
A slip of the tongue.
You're acting weird.
What? No. No. Really?
Yeah, like that. Weird.
I had a dream last night, and you were in it.
What was I doing?
Nothing?
Okay. What were you doing?
Nothing.
A word when you have a moment. Greetings. I am Sia Rowan. I help the spirits in this area.
You help them?
I speak with them and for them, and sometimes they speak through me. We keep this land safe for spirits, so that no harm comes to them or to the people who live here. That is why I ask for your help.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Years ago, when mages rebelled across southern Thedas, Templars from the southern Chantry marched upon Ravine. They declared our mages criminals and killed many of us. The unacknowledged pain of that injustice twists spirits into demons. Stop the demons and let compassion ease that pain, and the land will be safer.
I'll see what I can do.
You found your anger. Red, but real. And now with you again.
Forgive compassion if she caused offense.
Oh, I knew a spirit like her in the Inquisition. Cole. Are all spirits of compassion like, I don't know, friendly Mabari?
Spirits of compassion are kind and free with their experiences.
I wish I had a big hat. She doesn't know the words, but she knows what to do. When I see my child in danger, I act.
Tama.
They have found who they are. Pride, fierce as fire. So many places I was not enough as a mother. But in this, I did well.
Compassion, please.
It's okay. I'm okay. Thanks.
The fires are still burning. The smoke makes it hard to see.
The rain will wash the smoke away soon enough, my friend.
She can't find the brooch. She won't leave without it. Metal gleams, steel, not silver. She waited too long.
Peace, compassion. Let it pass.
Heart hammering, breath breaking. Wind whips as I call the lightning for one last lash. Too late for me, but they haven't seen Holly. The magic they'll kill me for can buy her time to flee.
I knew the one whose pain you remember. Her daughter escaped and still lives.
The pain is pulling, pushing smaller spirits into corpses.
We will put it right.
The pain is pulling, pushing smaller spirits into corpses.
Okay, I was angry.
Huh?
After talking to the Oracle, I was angry. I was angry at her for not being able to explain why I got this magic. And I was angry that I was angry.
I punch things when I get angry. Sometimes I yell. You can come and punch things and yell with me if you want.
Yeah, Yeah. That sounds like fun.
Okay? Good.
Hey! Captain Corpse asshole! The treasure is ours! Everybody good? You have found it!
Wait. Did you know where the treasure was the whole time?
You had to find it yourself. The real treasure was the journey. Now, Ritzinger would have used this to purchase a new ship. Since their last caught fire and burned, I believe a lady was involved. But the gold and glory are yours now, to use as you will. Adventure!
They're down.
Glinting, gleaming, stealing us with steel. Splinters flying as they kick in the door to our home.
Hey, the red version of you? Is she ever coming back?
No. She's part of me. The part that I couldn't accept before. The part that was angry.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you accepted the angry part.
Why do you ask?
Having two of you in a fight would wreck our enemies.
The angry me was a lot to handle all on her own. That's a problem. Finish it!
Baking in my armor. So much hotter here than back in Ferelden. Kill on sight. But they don't look like abominations. They just look sad.
Eyes up.
We ran, but they chased us. We tried to surrender, but they killed us as we knelt. The spirits roar as the fire comes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The wood will always be scorched, but the rain has washed away the fire and smoke. Thank you.
Avatosh, the air has been running from the storm all afternoon. You came just in time for it. There are others here as well, up the beach.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Kunari, not Antam, but real Kunari, like us. Their little ship avoided the Antam. They asked how I was. They told me I could go back to Parvalan with them, if I wanted.
What did you mean the air is running away from the storm?
We think of air as being nothing, but if you have felt a driving wind, you know it has weight. On a calm, sunny day, the air rests on you like a warm, thick blanket. When a storm is coming, the air pushes on you less. We say that it is afraid, running from the storm.
You can feel the difference in the air.
Some of us use tools to measure it. Some of us can feel it in old aches, or the way your body knows the sun is rising.
If you go, I'll miss knowing when the rain is coming.
Do you need me to stay?
No. Thank you for everything.
Then I will go. I think that I am ready. And I think staying here would make me sad, now that Shathan is gone.
Yeah.
You have grafted your mother's horn to yours.
Yeah. Alchemist with the Lords did it for me. It'll grow now like my own.
And she will always be with you.
Hey, before we go, I brought food. It's probably not as good as she makes it.
Thank you, Avatosh. I will eat the fruit. Be safe. Do not stay out too long in the storm.
Right. Let's go see what the damn tablet says.
You all right?
Just ready to get it over with. The Kunari translator said she had to give the translation in person.
That's a little odd.
Yep. Come on.
Did the translator at least give you a hint of what the tablet said?
Nope.
And she wouldn't say why we had to meet in person instead of just sending a translation?
Sorry. No food today. Next time.
Probably get all soggy anyway.
This is good. Simple.
Wet.
You're the one who keeps throwing rocks. Come on. No sense putting it off.
They got a ship past the Antam and the Ravani fleet.
It's a small ship. Probably snuck by with all the smugglers.
You are Avatosh and Rook. Shathan, who served as your Tomasran, was a friend to me.
You study ancient Kunari language like Shathan did.
Yes, I study both the language and the culture of the first expedition. My hope is that by learning more of the first expedition, we can improve our understanding of ourselves.
Are you really going to be able to help Karash like you offered?
Yes, the Antam hurt many in the Qun when they launched their invasion on the south. Karash will go to those who heal the mind. It speaks well of Shathan that she helped him.
It's an honor to meet someone who has studied the first expedition.
Shathan was the most knowledgeable of us. Thank you for sending her notes.
Sure.
You wish to know of the tablet. Before I give you the translation, I must explain. What you learn here, I ask that you hold to yourself. What is there is sacred.
I wouldn't have learned it without Rook.
Then we will respect your trust. The tablet's message must only be spoken. It must not be written down.
So that's why you couldn't just send a letter?
Yes, the tablet warned us against doing so. I remember the words, but please, Bring your fire to the tablet so that I can show you. By Dragon's fire, these words are revealed. Trust no story not hidden this way. When the adversary came, we mixed our blood with dragons to fight. Protect those with fire. They see what we cannot. We fled across the sea, but there is no safety here. We have sickened, and will soon die. If more of us come from across the sea, then the adversary will follow. Beware the devouring storm.
What kind of Vashadan is this?
Sounds like the ancient Qunari had some trouble of their own.
Whatever else is unclear, this offers proof that Tosh, and others like them, should hold a place of honor under the Qun. We were wrong to send them to the Antam as simple soldiers. And Chthon was right in taking you from us. She succeeded where we failed.
And she died for it.
I'll go check on them. All right, where'd they go?
Tosh must be very upset. Will you speak with him?
Oh, Tosh. Found him. After all this, if I break my neck climbing up here in the rain, had to find the highest place around here? Hey, Tosh.
All that work. All the ancient Qunari crap that she died for. And what's the secret? More work? More responsibility? She can't just leave me with this. She can't just... leave me.
You're allowed to feel sad that she's gone.
I already cried about her once. I should be done.
I don't think that's how it works.
Like you'd know how it works? You act like you haven't lost anyone.
We're talking about you.
The Qunari thought I was a mistake. The Dragon King thought I was a weapon. Shazan was the only one who believed in me. The Qunari want me to help them, protect them. What do I do with that?
The Qunari forgot the old stories. They messed up. You're gonna kick their ass until they remember again.
Like they'll listen to me.
According to that tablet, they have to.
We need the Qunari ready for whatever comes next. Whether it's the devouring storm or something else. They need to be united.
Most of the Antam broke away from the Qun, including any other Adari.
Then we need to get them back. And the Antam. They don't know how to live outside the Qun.
That's a good start.
I'm gonna make the Qun more like what it's supposed to be. What she taught me it was. I can do that for you. Tama.
You saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
Hey, you up for drinks? I'm taking Valara to the Hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying.
Sounds fun. I'm in.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed. For gold and glory.
So, Tarsh pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's a giant snake. What would have been better than that?
Dragon.
Maybe. I've seen dragons, though. Never a giant snake.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tarsh whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tarsh is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh. Okay.
A barb?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barb, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay, yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barb puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tarsh's back.
Oh, Tarsh isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours. Huh. Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
So, you either learn to make fewer mistakes, or you get gigantic muscles.
Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Tash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have...
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well... I don't know what.
It's fine.
No! They're your favorite.
I think Tash will survive, Balara.
No, Rook. Tosh loves cheese wands.
Tash loves everything. Nothing like running down dragons to build up an appetite.
It's the fire breathing. I have to eat more to build up stuff in my gut.
I know what I have to do. I'm pulling a barv. 1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees. Hey, I'm glad you got her back. Katarina.
About your mother.
Hey, don't. You helped your grandmother. She's proud of you.
Not that she'd ever show it. Your mother was proud of you too.
She knew who I am.
Johanna,
Valkaran.
until we find a suitable method of penance in the necropolis,
Puh.
you're to be confined under the eye of a watcher, lest you slip your bonds.
How magnanimous of you to volunteer.
A challenge for us both.
We should get fish next time we're in Minrathous.
Our scrying has revealed more malign spirits. We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down.
Emmerich intends to petition for Manfred's full apprenticeship.
He must be trained.
Yes. He'll require etiquette classes at once.
I hope Manfred hasn't been a nuisance, Myrna.
He has not. Manfred did attract attention from new students. I have instructed them on correct politeness owed to the dead.
Hi again.
Well met.
There is much to be done. Victory to the living.
Good! Again!
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Great. Figures. So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight more than some of the others. Are you?
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
Should you have told me about all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendel might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
I'll make sure the whole thing burns.
Good.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Antoine keeps listening for something. With the blight.
Well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Darkspawn won't get Lavendel.
Were you worried before?
No, Evka had a plan.
Let's get you ready. All set?
Be ready. Over there. Make it hurt. That's a win.
There. It's a haunting.
At the ready!
Wave going!
Look out behind you! Not like this.
Stop. The story of that thing will live here much longer.
What a terrible form of immortality fell upon Isaiah.
Gloomhowler, Isaiah. Should have died ages ago. Warden or not.
Why does the Blight kill most people it touches, yet infuse a few with this dreadful vitality?
No idea. If I ever go bad like that, have Taj breathe on me. Go out in a blaze. Trouble nearby. There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
You're the lead on this. Just tell us when we're close.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Kill a bunch of dark spots. Got it.
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
Tendril! It's attached over there.
Hit them now, Rook!
All right. Better move before more Darkspawn show up. A ballista.
Could be useful.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is... Is that the Blight eruption?
That's messed up.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Damn it. Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The blight is spreading. We need to stop it. Keep that up.
Davin, what's wrong?
The eruption's not happening. Just keep fighting. It's not falling. That one had to hurt, Tosh. Keep going. We won't give in. Son, on that. We're clear.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Well, I took care of the target, but that was not a typical contract.
A story for your crow friends.
Yeah. Not sure how Viago will react to this one.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you. Out here with the flowers and a moment alone. That I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Evka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry. I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They can? Okay. I'll leave you two alone. With the flowers. And the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hossberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. There are whispers from the levels below.
We shall find them.
Does anyone come for the damage to Palestinians?
Is that a candle hop? Must be the haunting.
One less problem on my doorstep.
I wonder what drew it to a candle hop form.
Candle hop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up, made it easy to skulk around.
Good. Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation. Ever more to do?
Yes. Arm yourselves.
Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It magnificent. Nuvara, bowing to a leader who'd make use of its greatest works.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navara City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin. I'm meeting Veilguard at Isana Nagat, on the mountain. Come with me?
Is there unfinished business?
No, nothing of the sort, but I could use company, if you're up for the trip.
Need and knowledge.
Hey, Lucanus, are there non-binary crows?
Sure. Lots of them.
Do they still get capes?
Of course. Why wouldn't they get capes?
I don't know. People do stupid gender stuff. Only men can wear this, only women wear that.
Not in Antiva. The only rule is that you must have style.
Good.
Veilguard should be around here somewhere.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharak dwarves are tough. I'd like to see Kalsharak. Do you think Veilguard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves. About myself. Maybe once things have settled down a bit. I'm on it.
Is it me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
I'll just move this rock out of our way. Got it.
This entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were. Those rocks I can move were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew. I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. The story of their fall is the story of our birth. It's why we don't dream, why we're resistant to lyrium, and the reason we feel the earth in our guts. Right. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic. The elves stole lyrium from the Titans to make themselves bodies. And eons later, we gave it to a new generation of mages. All on our own. It's sad, isn't it? They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
No dark spot around the deep roads on the way here.
Lace Harding's shade kept them away for a time.
Oh, there he is. Stalgard.
Hard to say. They seem different now, but there will always be patrols.
Ah, good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Kalsharok's memories, a historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you, to learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans. About our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
Oh, see, this is the part where you do the thing that shows us how far you've come.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you. With all of you. I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours.
It's a simple test.
I am not loosening any of the wards around you simply to see whether you can learn new spells again.
Do you have any idea how frustrating that was, Valkarin? To be completely frozen in my spellcraft? And I could have fixed it by channeling through the skeletal construct that you destroyed. Speaking of which, what have you done with it?
That subject remains closed, Johanna.
What's this about?
I got you a thing.
A hairpin? Oh, Tosh. This gem. I've never seen anything like it.
Isabella says it's a fire opal. Fire in a stone. Or a stone that's on fire. Also, you can stab people with the pointy end.
Huh. Pretty and practical.
Tosh likes you.
Rook!
What? It's true. Ask them.
You're really nice. And, you smell good.
Oh. Thank you?
Really good.
Please get there faster, Harding.
Oh. Oh.
I'm fire, you're stone. Together, we can stab things. Or do other stuff that isn't stabbing. If you wanted.
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
Oh, good. Let's go.
You had quite the stack of letters. Intrigues from home?
It's the Via della Morte. There's upkeep, repairs. I'm being asked if I should redecorate the main dining room. I'm not sure what to do. I make a mistake, both Katerina and Thea will kill me.
My entire Mimratha's apartment could fit in your main dining room. If you're looking for help, you've got the wrong address.
Hey, Rook. Irlin and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I could use someone to come with me, if you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his Griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlathan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Look, I'm told you helped feed the Hala. We've been so focused on the attacks. It's awfully easy to forget them. Thank you. It was bad. The Venatori were making sacrifices to the gods. It's like Elganon controls them.
How are we supposed to fight back against people who've lost sight of what evil looks like? I got everything you need for kicking the Venatori right out of this world. Come back alive. No coin in dead customers.
My name is Eldrin. I'm going to teach you how to watch over the forest. Protect the creatures that live there. And learn when to stop interrupting me.
Careful ahead.
Nice hit, bro.
Put them down clean.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Ever tried gingerwort tea? Oh, it's got some kick.
You're joking. Who in their right mind would drink that?
Yeah. Who would?
No one I know.
Though I did hear worms are a big hit with griffins.
Worms? Who said that?
Mature. He's a wise old elf I once knew.
Right.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An unarmed hunter's nearby. Attack! They've got it!
Trouble nearby.
The Imperium command! Attack!
We're getting good at this. We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together, no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
Never really been good at funerals. Sorry in advance for crying, which I will definitely do.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Anyways, let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. I wonder what we lost. By freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Belara,
Hey, Irulan.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
Third, we give to the sky to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elf's fault that Elgernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Not every question has a good answer, but who you are is just as important as who you were.
Syrian didn't want our people to be defined by our struggle. He wanted to go back to who we were before. He said that's when we were ourselves all the way through. But that struggle, it happened. It changed us into who we are now. Just wish it were easier to know. Okay. Next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier. What they did, the Evanurus, to us, I can never forgive.
With any luck, you can say that right to their faces.
Looking forward to it. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
Third, we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Maybe the Evanurus did just that. Conquered other people. Shattered them like they did the doors. What would the world look like if they'd left it alone?
I think Inaris proved it wasn't just the Evanurus who wanted power. But that's not unique to elves. Look at the Venatori and the Antar.
I keep trying to remember. The Elven were the first people the Evanuris enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the...
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
I'm sorry this has been so hard for you, Balara.
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing, and I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life for him, for me, and for our people.
That's all any of us can do. Just keep living and putting one foot in front of the other.
It's just hard. Sometimes. Harder than it should be. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
Godly.
say, of all our theories throughout the ages, no one thought ancient elves came from spirits was very likely.
Wait, the Mornwatch knew?
Not at all. It was only one proposition amongst thousands, and not well credited.
You could write a paper for the Watchers, or both of us could.
What a wonderful idea. Though we'll have some difficulty citing our sources.
Right, I guess Solus's memories are technically a diary?
Yes, we've been through this. How articulate.
Keep your stomach tight. Lock it in.
11.
Controlled. Don't bounce on the bottom.
12.
Hey, do wardens not know what comes after 12? Get your ass up there!
I love watching the team come together in the spirit of cooperation.
He wanted tips.
Does he need help with what comes after 12?
I can still make a fist, Rook.
You're pulling yourself up an archdemon's back. You think it's gonna let you rest because your arms are tired?
13.
Keep going! Archdemon's eating a bunch of griffin babies while you wait!
Hey, 14.
Get your ass up there! Don't kick your legs like a nug! Come on!
15.
Nice!
16 would be showing off.
The form could use some work. You probably want to tighten up the legs.
Didn't see you up there.
You caught the tail end of this, Rook. I need to get ready for an archdemon. Tosh was happy to provide several sets worth of pain.
Now it's your turn. What have you got for me?
Payback. Final set's almost done. Slow descent and keep it going, just like before.
16?
This isn't a rest break. Don't lock your arms at the top.
17?
Just a few more. Looks like you need some help?
No! 18!
Then where's 19? Keep it strong.
That's what your mother said last night! 19!
Come on, Tosh. That's a dragon's claw trying to crush you. Get the dragon off you. Get it off.
Sweaty!
There you go. Keep that up, we'll have you in heavy armor and a shield soon enough.
Thanks. Good workout. Hey, sorry for all the stuff I said about your mom.
She can take it. Whatever gets you through the last few.
This is nothing like a dragon's claw.
Come on. Drinks are on me. If you can lift them.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
I thought you might want someone to talk to.
Oh, Rook. That's sweet. I'm fine. Really.
Really? Okay, well, we're all here if you...
Never mind. I can't lie. I feel awful.
It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
Was the war really the elves' fault? Neither the elves nor the Titans knew what the other was. don't know how to feel.
There's really no right way to feel. You've been through a lot.
You're right. Maybe I just need time. And a snack. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. We have to stop him. Too much is at stake. We all know that. The Inquisitor, you. I know it's not about the past. It's about the future. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. In the Titan's heart, the Shade wasn't just angry. She was lost, and lonely, and confused. Solus didn't just separate us from the Fade. He separated us from each other. I wish I could make him understand what that feels like. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Both dragons gone. The gods have landed strike after strike. For once, we've struck back. Treviso has its vengeance. But I fear Nev won't have hers while the Venatori hold Minrathos.
Algernon must be pleased he got his archdemon back.
Arlathan went... Well, we got the Dalish out. We got out. But something bad is waiting for us. I can feel it.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault, and hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mithal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mithal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
So, you and Rook? Nice.
I've got the feeling I missed something.
Adari. I can smell it.
Well, that's...
on both of you.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
I can't believe we've got another archdemon to deal with.
This time will go better.
It has to.
Do you think you'll survive this one?
I don't know. Getting out of Weishaupt alive might have been a fluke.
It cannot be. Asan needs you. I wouldn't mind you sticking around either.
You're not so bad yourself.
So, you and Tosh, at least, that's what I've heard.
Are you waggling your eyebrows at me?
Trying to. I read that it's conspiratorial.
It's definitely something. And yeah, we're together.
Well, congratulations. You both seem pretty happy about it. Or, well, you seem happy. Tosh seems less annoyed.
I can't demand your repentance, Johanna, but perhaps reflection beckons.
Reflection? On trying to fix the great failure of Navarra? The finest necromancers in the world, and what do we teach them? To loiter down in the necropolis. Navarra could be an empire, we could raise armies of corpses to slay our enemies and conquer new shores!
You'd make us another Tevinter.
Nonsense. I'm sure we'd do better.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine?
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You...
As you say.
If your Mythal returned in Morrigan, we need your help with fighting the gods.
And here I am, as you may notice. But there is something I must make clear.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mathal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mathal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mathal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
You make it sound like this piece of Mythal is going to attack me.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly, but the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if... Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Solus made his choice. You made yours. It might have been cleaner for you to move on from him completely instead of keeping your feelings for him.
Just like that? Do you feel so little that you could follow such a path with someone you had known for centuries?
You asked me what you should have done, not what I would have done.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
If I don't stop the Blight, a lot of people are going to die.
People have been dying without the help of the Blight for thousands of years.
You know what I mean. The Elven people worshipped you as their protector.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
You can't want Elganan and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet the world needs rulers. So set the Blight aside and tell me why I should help you topple them.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice. And they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. I have seen rulers, human as you are, the mages of Tevinter, following in the Elven Empire's footsteps. They build nothing that does not serve them. Why should I believe you are any better? What is a protector to you?
Protecting a place isn't just fighting enemies. It's knowing people by name. Having their trust. You said you've seen us. Then you've seen Nev Gallus, a human like me. She protects Docktown. And not just by fighting threats, although she did keep a blood mage from hurting her people. She laughs at people's stories and gives coin to people who need a meal. She pets the cats. And she always pays for the fried fish, even though Hal tries to give it to her for free. That's who Nev is. And that's who we all are. We're not rulers. But we're here to protect the places we love.
Yes. I suppose you are. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of a god.
Thalanast.
Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
And now? What's the next step?
The god knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
And we didn't even have to fight her.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
Ancient power twice recalled from darkness. We sail.
They asked for it. Way to get it done.
So, Nev,
Hmm?
out late with Rook, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Just skipping stones.
That all?
Why? You hear something different? Rook takes credit there.
Not bad, Rook. Bro. Back to what we were saying.
Why? You hear something different?
Don't need to. Rook had a bounce in his step. Wasn't just from tossing rocks.
Well, you know Rook. Probably sprained an ankle.
I heard that.
Got us to the distance. Oh, don't you impress? Company, get ready. How's that? Let's do this again.
We're clear. Wait. That well. Is it reminding anyone else of the one we sealed up?
The one that consumed a family?
Sealed up. So it was you.
You. A friend at the well.
Keep that up, Rook.
Not my voice. The Blight was coming. Shout a wish.
That's for the Voss family.
Family.
I think it's gone.
We've done everyone a favor by shutting it up.
We should send word to Ida. No one needs to fear the well anymore.
Keep it coming, Rook.
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he wanted, didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left.
Where were we?
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it, too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird's spreading rumors about me again.
Intrusion.
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
That explains the bones.
And look who comes through. Nice shot.
Nice move, bro. The remnants awake. This one's even stronger.
We're on fire. Look out!
Watch for ranged attack! I'm there! Just end!
Ready again.
Pouring power from the Fade Tear.
Not just the tear, the blight.
Unavenged!
Can anyone see?
Of what was!
I caught my breath.
Got us a race.
Coming in range!
That's got it.
Unavenged! It's gone. And the Fate Tattoo. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. The Fate Hair and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead, there's something more.
Regrets. Isn't that what the caretaker said?
Soulless. He left so many of his memories in the crossroads. Maybe the gods raised the worst of them as watchdogs. Makes sense. What's harder to face than your most painful memories? Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Here we go.
The deeper currents.
Now I'm getting somewhere.
Onward, dweller.
I see we've come.
Noted.
So, you had another encounter with the first warden of Weishaupt.
Sure did. I'd swear he remembered Rook punching him, too.
In my defense, he was angry before that happened.
When I first joined, the commander seemed stone solid. A Grey Warden's warden.
Clutching to that gallant image was his undoing.
Blighted, bruised, and still obsessed with making history.
Dweller, corruption seeps in.
Another revenant.
The Evanurus gnaw the roots. Their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
We're not alone.
Another of those blighted Vatas.
Hopefully we can close it, just like before.
Corruption. Undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible. Better be ready. Here it comes.
A fine hit, Rook!
Make it hurt.
Son, on that!
That one, quickly! That one's all set!
A wellspring prey.
There! The Revenant's pulling energy from the Fate Tear.
Set that one up!
I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
Weaken it. Our children.
That one's ready! I've made that one ready!
Another Fate closed, another Revenant destroyed, another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. Every one of these gets us a little farther.
So you're a skull now?
I refuse to explain my condition yet again to one of Volkaren's roommates.
I have my own room. Hey, is a skull still called a corpse when you're just a skull? Okay, I'll ask Emmerich.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
You've got fighting and romance. What more do you need?
Well, lots of things, really. A plot, pacing, that sort of thing. But most of that's going okay so far.
So what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. And well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
Well, I've done some things in my past I'm not proud of. Nothing too terrible, but some of it was bad. And I figure I need to make that right.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it. That's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
We're gonna see this through. All the way.
I like that confidence. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
How did it go?
Very well, thank you.
I knew Rook would give you good advice.
Actually, as it turns out, Strife does indeed collect knives. So your suggestion was excellent as well.
Really? That has never worked for me. I can give you the name of my blacksmith.
Hey, Rook. If you ever want to skip stones and pretend it clears your mind, you know where to find me.
Do you ever think about your calling?
Wardens will claim they don't, but of course we do.
Everything the Wardens do for us. And their final reward is just one more sacrifice.
When the time comes, the calling's almost a release. The nightmares and the voices are too much. It's when wardens refuse death that the problems start.
I wish there was something else we could do for them. For you.
We know what we sign up for.
Thank you for saying my new name, Rook.
Thank you for asking. You'll do it proud.
I'll try. It's hard, but I'll always try. That's what I learned from you.
I've never seen the founding of a new crow house. Exciting times.
I've already talked to some fledglings who had losses like me. And even some vets from the Diacutis house. With Noah's blessing, of course. I'd face 1,000 on Tom before I pissed her off.
There is still Antam in the streets.
That's true, but now we have the upper hand in much of the city. Viago says my house will play a big role in the future of Treviso. I hope Dareth would be proud. I think he would be.
Stock up with whatever you need. See you again.
Are you certain the fledglings should see you smile this much? You'll spoil them.
It's unavoidable, I'm afraid. The cause of my smile refuses to leave the diamond.
Is that so?
It is very much so.
How do you think Jacobus's new house name will fare?
There is no shortage of people who have lost family to the occupation. Family cannot be replaced.
But the banner Jacobus has chosen is a welcoming one. They will be legion, and they will be driven, and they will not let others suffer the same. You'll be pleased to know Evenci is now officially the former governor of Treviso.
The merchant princes, the king, the people, everyone wants an accounting.
And the king is very keen that this trial be very thorough and very public.
Meanwhile, Evenci spends their days locked in a tower with a small window, watching the city recover without them. As predicted, there are no shortage of Antam pretenders. But because of our message, they have no plan and no standing. And Noah is keeping their numbers bloody. She's enjoying it too much.
I won't be the one to tell her.
What are your plans now that the occupation's broken?
Work will continue, but it affords opportunity for other pursuits.
I wonder if Antam blush.
Our open drapery will not be the test.
Why are you so frustrating?
Am I? We are only frustrated by things we are truly invested in.
That can't be. I just threw out your old shirts.
Old? There's no such thing as old satin. We will clean up the remaining Antam in due time.
Especially once the gods are no longer gifting them rivers.
The crows rule Antiva.
And Antiva will not turn its back on your efforts. We stand ready to help against the gods.
After all you have done here, we could do no less.
I have a list of games to try with the Griffins.
How many items are on that list?
18. Wait. 19. Can you remind me about the plumed kite later? I'll know what it means.
Did you enjoy your time with the flowers?
Trying to set us up on another date?
We were already out there, but it was nice.
Hammer's your favorite weapon?
It hits hard, and doesn't get dull or lodged in bone.
Ooh, yeah. Good thinking.
Be careful out there.
Is Martin staying here?
In Lavendale, he's usually the restless type. But I'm guessing he'll stick around while his injuries heal.
You stopped the blight eruption.
Evka said the blight reacted here.
It did, but the wardens were ready.
Rook, good to see you. Heading out.
Harding's looking well.
Yep.
I thought I detected a new spring in her step.
Huh. Good. We're together.
Ah, so that's why Harding's been humming your name to herself.
She has? That's good. If she wants to, it's fine.
Enjoy yourselves, Tash. Truly.
You have a question about negative topological functions?
Yes, please. Emmerich said it was okay to ask about this.
Do you always listen to that milksop? Well, at least you've come to a proper necromancer. First, I assume you've learned to cascade your spell weaves around wave inversions.
Oh, really? But wouldn't the explosive radius... I'd never try it.
That's cowardice speaking. Cast it aside.
Minrathus, Treviso, the Grey Wardens. Taking down those dragons got us a little payback. I just wish the Venatori were gone, too.
So hold on. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild. Just go with it.
Rook, about what happened in the Fade, or my mind. I'm not sure I properly thanked you for bringing me out of there. Thank you.
receive an unseen visitor.
They pass on.
Good day.
Prepare well. We shall meet again.
Must be why the revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Lights up ahead.
This is an unclean place, even beyond the presence of the Blight.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
Wouldn't miss it.
Eyes up. Weapons ready. There! It's been feeding on the Blight! Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive!
Prominent range!
Just as in the old elven legend.
I am not what I once was, but this place is mine, and I protect the worthy.
All together now.
going, Eric?
Now let's see what they've got.
Corruption staunched. The Avenura cease their gnawing. The crossroads heals. A sanctum renewed, dweller, as is needed.
If that was a mere fragment of Mythal, I can only imagine how powerful she must have been at her apex.
Fascinating. Unforeseen.
Who are you?
Must not reveal. Must not alarm. Soon, though. Very soon.
We sail